Hi guys, welcome to Canvas of Learning. Today's topic is gender integration. Gender integration really do not talk about woman empowerment, or it is not coming with feminist background. It is simply coining the idea that whenever you are interacting with human beings, you need to understand that different genders have different roles, they have different responsibilities, and their upbringing is very different in different societies. And sometimes these are very significant, and sometimes idea of gender is very dormant. It is really regardless which field you are in. This is very cross-cutting. You may be related to engineering, this may be related to health or education, architecture, many other fields, right? Gender is such a topic which is cross-cutting. So what is ideal is that an organization, an institution, or a project becomes gender aware. How you become gender aware? So when you start understanding the idea or the prevailing concepts related to gender amongst your audience or those people with whom you are interacting, you become gender aware. If you do not do so, then you are called gender blind. Let me take an example. For example, you are a group of healthcare workers who are planning a project on anything: nutrition, family planning, childbirth, or maybe social spaces. And when you go to the community, you really do not care that what ratio of women and what ratio of men are there, how women and men interact with each other, are there transgenders, are there other form of gender identities that are prevailing in the community, and how they are perceived, are they welcomed by all the community or not, and you just take your project in. That is a scenario of gender blindness. But when you actually do your assessment and you make sure that you have answers to all these questions, and if you are planning a project, then you are making sure that you are taking care of all those sensitivities. That is gender awareness. A project should try to become gender transformative. The other two kinds are gender accommodative and gender exploitative, which I will talk later. First, let's take the point gender accommodative. What is gender accommodative? Simply, you are gender accommodative when you are aware of gender integrities in your community. You know the sensitivities. You do not want to challenge them. You just want to be respectful towards them, and you just need to be mindful. And you plan your programs accordingly, or your evaluation, or your assessment, or your implementation. That is gender accommodative. Let's take an example. There was a group of healthcare workers who were going to a community. What they observed is that the larger family sizes are impacting health of individuals in the community. What they thought is that they should work on family planning, and they should do community mobilization related to family planning. A gender accommodative program will be such where you simply go to the community. You hired female mobilizers, you hired male mobilizers. Female mobilizers went to the community and talked to female community members. On the other hand, male community mobilizers went and talked to male community members. Why? Because somewhere in their assessment, they identified that the main issue about contraception and family planning is that spouses do not talk about family planning or sexuality amongst themselves. They are not very comfortable. In social norms and cultural norms, it is not a good idea that a man talks about family planning or contraception or sexuality or their sexual desires to their even female spouses or their partners very openly. They are shy. So the program became accommodative of their gender sensitivities, their ideas, their norms, and they separately took sessions for them. This is gender accommodative. Other form would be gender transformative. Gender transformative programs are such who challenge those ideas and who try to bring new habits, new attitudes, new behaviors to the community. Taking the same example, a gender transformative program would be who actually take the community in their confidence, build trust with them, and after certain time, at certain stage of their project, they actually bring male and female partner to sit together and talk about contraception, maybe in presence or in absence of female or male health workers. That depends upon how much trust you have built, how much the community is open to new ideas, but that will be transformative. The third kind is gender exploitative, which is really not desirable. And I personally believe that programs are not usually planning to be exploitative, but either they are gender blind, they are not really they're not sure of gender cultural values, and they turned out to be gender exploitative, or otherwise in intention of becoming transformative, they somewhere challenge the ideas and they become exploitative. So, carrying the same example, if in that community the stakeholders or the elderly community members, they do not take your idea positively, or otherwise you were not able to build their confidence with you, you do not have a trust relationship with them, and you just went into the community and you just talked about the idea of talking with each other about sexuality and family planning and all sexual desires and other related phenomena, they may react to you in a way that the program becomes exploitative and they reject you rather than accept you. That is exploitative. So ideally, a program, a project should try to be transformative, but if not, then safe side is that you become accommodative. And it is really not hard and fast that you try to be transformative. Just evaluate, just ask yourself that how confident you are in having a transformative program. If you can, that's amazing. If you cannot, then being accommodative is also very ideal. If you like the video, kindly comment so that discussion goes on gender integration, and like our video. Also, please subscribe Canvas of Learning for future sessions. Thank you.